Hey guys, welcome back to LOI Fan TV. We're back again for our Game Week 24 preview and predictions. I'm joined by Ross on his travels once more. Where are you now, Ross?
In a place called Langkawi Island in Malaysia, Luke. So yeah, living the life still. About a month left until coming home, so I'm trying to make the most of it still.
Yeah, no, fair. I suppose, yeah, this weekend is a bit of a different weekend. Obviously, the teams are in Europe. So, Shells and Pats playing their games midweek. So, there's only three games this weekend. So, yeah, look, we'll get into it. I suppose first up, Bohemians are playing host to Galway. Yeah, a good match kind of on paper, I suppose. Bows, 0-0 draw away at Pats. Yeah, we'll kind of get into that. And then I suppose
Mm.
Galway will be disappointed with a 1-0 loss away to Drogheda, who were, threadbare. Injuries wise, and young Kareem scored against them. So yeah, both sides would probably be a bit disappointed off the back of the last results. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think obviously probably Bows, if you had it off them a point before the game, they might have maybe said okay, but I think they probably had a couple of chances, especially kind of wheeling header at the end to win it. So there'd probably be a tinge of disappointment there. And it's funny, you wait all season for a draw and you get two at the same time. It's like waiting for a bus, isn't it? Like it's a funny one. But yeah, no, I think it's to be a tinge of disappointment just in terms of how well they're playing at the moment. But I don't think Aaron Reynolds will have too many complaints with his team. Really, they're performing very well. They're kind of becoming a much more consistent side, really, by the looks of it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, look, I always said kind of title wise, it was a long shot for Bowes, but if there was anyone
Yeah,
that I felt threatened by, it definitely was Bowes. But like kind of my point was coming through about a week, even though Pats away is a tough place to go. If you want to win a league, you have to go and win those sort of places. And Nick,
yeah,
their scruffy last minute goals, or just hold on and get your 3 points. So yeah, look, you look at the table now. The Bows are 11 points behind Rovers, and Derry are 2 points ahead of them. So now they're kind of in third, and they've two teams to climb. So bit of a tall order for them, but look, it's not over until it's over. But as far as kind of this game goes, I like Galway are kind of really disappointed at the moment. Like obviously off the back of losing Moses Dyer, and then you've the Hickey dynamic in this fixture as well. He's been linked to Bows, so
yeah.
yeah. I think Bows get back to win away here. I know you were saying two draws on the bounce, but I really think they'll be itching to put that right. And like last time they played Galway, they nicked it with Sean Gretton, so I have a good feeling when they think about Galway too. So yeah, I'm probably going to go 2-0 Bows.
Yeah. I think you could be right. I think for Bows at this stage, though, it's probably. I think the fans will probably accept that they're not really in a title race per se. I think it's probably more these games in hand are more about putting some distance between themselves and the chasing pack with Drogheda and Shells having those extra games played. And they're not too far behind. I think Drogheda are level at points and Shells are 3 points behind. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it'd be for Bows it's about putting some distance between themselves and those two behind them and just competing with Derry for second. Really, I think Rovers are probably that little bit too far ahead at this point. But listen, just keep tipping away and see what happens. Like, but I think you're right in terms of you need those little moments to go for you. Obviously, Shells last year, Evan Caffrey in Richmond Park, funny enough, last minute winner. Colin Whelan, that could have been a little moment for him, and Devoid before that with the draw as well, last minute could have nicked it. So, I suppose things even out as well. They had a lot of last minute winners at times as well. So I think things even out as you go. You can't just get lucky every week. But I think here they should be a little bit more comfortable. I think Galway will probably try put it up to them, give a decent account themselves. But I'll go for Bows just about. I'll go for 2-1 Bows.
Yeah, could easily see that also. I suppose then moving on to your game on Friday, Waterford are playing host to Cork. Yeah, probably not a shock result, but the outstanding result the last weekend. Waterford going up to Derry and losing 7-2. You almost
Yeah.
need to refresh your live score when you see that and make sure that there isn't a glitch in the system. This is a mad score line you see in probably Sunday League. Yeah, and then yeah, just a mad result. I thought that Derry would win that game, but I didn't think Derry were going to score seven
Yeah.
goals. Um,
Crazy.
Crazy. And then obviously, you have Cork that are just kind of sinking by the day.
Mm.
With 3-1 loss away to Shells. Look, I didn't see the game, but when you're looking kind of at score updates and you see a goal before half time and you think if they just, start off the second half and potentially nick an equaliser, they have a chance. But then, a stupid red card and, then a third goal goes in and it's curtains and it's just kind of the story of Cork season a bit. So yeah, this game, two teams really probably on the floor morale wise. So yeah, how do you see this one going?
Yeah, obviously the Munster derby element to it as well. I think this is an absolutely massive game for both sides. To be honest, I think this is like I borderline would say this is nearly a must win for Cork because the way Waterford are kind of playing at the moment, they're kind of nearly borderline getting sucked into that battle with Sligo for ninth kind of thing. Cork need to really kind of keep the pace. I know we'll talk about Sligo in a couple of minutes, but Cork really need to keep the pace because Sligo are getting motoring now. So and looking better week on week. So Cork need to really try and narrow that gap. It's stretched to it's 4 points between them, probably 4 or 5 points between them now, I think. So they really need to get some points to the board. I think this is one of the best chances they're going to get against a side that's low in confidence and not defending too well. So uh, against Shells last week, Cork obviously giving away poor goals from their point of view. I think Charlie Lyons made a couple of bad mistakes, and I think Fiacre Kelleher was on the bench. So I think the sooner they can get him into the side, the better. But obviously, can take a little while coming from the UK, getting up to speed with things. So, but they need to just throw him in. I think at this stage and just hope for the best. But this is a massive game for both sides. Waterford, both sides badly need the points.
Yeah, both sides do. And from a Cork perspective as well, like they're losing players like Gennaro Daniels just got announced at Kilmarnock, so that's a great move for him, but a huge blow to Cork. And then like their
Yeah,
goalkeeper Truce is gone back, his loan spell's finished. I think there's like a six-figure option there, but like 200 grand. But I don't think Cork are in a position to kind of pay that sort of money for a player at that level. So yeah,
don't
look,
think
they're
he's that good either. He didn't
not.
look like he was like
Really,
yeah
really
for that
doesn't.
much money. Like
No, not at all.
they signed your
But
man Odomosu from up north, who was a bit Pats before and Drogs, I think.
yeah, he's kind of a hot and cold one. Obviously, he was very good at
Yeah,
Drogheda. Then he wanted a UK move, went back to Pats, didn't really kick a ball. Then went up to
yeah,
Cliftonville and did well. They secured Europe. So yeah, like a positive sign from them. And obviously, like you've young Charlie Lutz on loan from Aston Villa. I think that might have been a Jaron Nash kind of a player that he would know quite well. And then Fiacre Keller
yeah,
coming off the bench, that probably like for like with Charlie Lyons. So yeah, look, I think there's some positives there, something to build
yeah,
off. I definitely think if Waterford lose this game, they're in trouble. I know there's
big
seven
time.
point split between them and Sligo. But if you look at the goal difference, Sligo superior goal difference to them, and they're
Yeah,
7 points behind. So like a Sligo get a result against Derry and Waterford don't get anything from
it's getting edgy.
Cork.
Like
All of a sudden, there's three teams down there. So to be honest, to keep things interesting, I'm leaning towards I say a little shock 2-1 Cork win.
yeah,
Uh,
you kind of stole that from me now. I was thinking, I
yeah.
was kind of hoping to keep things interesting on the bottom. I'll go 1-0 Cork just to make a difference. But I'd love to see Cork get a win. A three team kind of relegation mix. I feel like we've
Yeah.
always had one. Last few years, there's always been one cut adrift, and then
Yeah.
nine places kind of set in stone. It'd be great to have a good little relegation battle coming into the
It'd be
tail end of the
brilliant.
season.
It'd be brilliant. Then Rory Keane coming back. Like yeah. I certainly don't think this is the end of Cork. As crap as they've been, that they've made signings, and I think that will click for Gerard Nash and David Moyler eventually,
Yeah,
somewhat. So yeah, I suppose then moving on to the Saturday game. Yeah, Sligo Rovers playing host to Derry. Two teams in decent form, I must say. Like I went down to Sligo to watch the Rovers game on Saturday, and I was
yeah,
really impressed by Sligo. Really impressed. Like Jad Hakiki, with two goals, he looked electric. Owen Elding, like his pace over 5-10 yards is ridiculous. You can tell he's going to play at a really high level. And then you had
yeah.
three starters come in with Ryan O'Kane, Patrick McLean, and I'm missing someone else now. I can't think of the third.
McManus and Bose.
Yeah, McManus and Bowes. And look, the three of them came in and they slotted him well. And then Sligo are tweaking and making some good changes off the bench. So yeah, I really think Sligo are starting to motor now, and it's just a
Yeah.
testament again to John Russell. We kind of said like Sligo are a bit dead and buried squad wise, and they've come in, they've stretched up their squad, and I think they could catch Waterford.
Yeah, obviously it's 7 points in it, like, but you like
Yeah,
they'd be disappointed to have thrown obviously going 2 up against you and against yourselves and throwing it away. They'd be disappointed not to have got the 3 points, but
yeah,
uh, like in terms of performance wise, as you say, looked good. And I think they're always a good watch, aren't they? Like they're well worth the admission fee. Like they're those exciting players on the pitch. Hiki, Elding, O'Kane, as you mentioned, a lot of exciting talent. And Hiki was always one that, as a Shells fan, a bit good at that. We didn't loan him out rather than moving
yeah.
him on permanently. You could tell he was a fantastic young player. Just didn't really get that opportunity to shine. So, really exciting young players. This is a very interesting game. Like you're probably expecting goals and it'll be 0-0 or something, but I'm hoping for a good few goals here and an exciting game of football.
Surely, well, there you're suggesting that that there's going to be goals based off there. Their performance like a Lean Boys hat trick against Waterford, and like
Yeah.
I was looking at the team of the week, and it was a front three of Michael Duffy, Lean Boyce, and Gavin White. So that's
Yeah.
firepower right there, you know. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but then again, this is a tough place to go. Sligo, like a show for us, we were 2-0 down, and we're all looking at each other thinking like this is what's happening. But Sligo have that in their locker, and I think they'll only get stronger as the season goes on, especially with all their young players. So, yeah, here
Yeah.
I'm probably leaning towards a draw. I think it might be 2-2 again.
Too well. Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely see that, to be honest. Um, I'll go for. Oof, this is tough. Really, really tough. I'll go for 3-2 Derry. Bit of a fire show, and Derry just to nick it, just to keep things interesting at the top. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. One to watch for sure.
Yeah, if Derry do that, it makes things really interesting at the top. They'll close the gap to 6 points to Shamrock Rovers, and then if they win the other game and hand, they're 3 points off them, and then they play
Yeah,
Rovers next. So what a game
huge.
that would
Yeah,
be.
that'd be
Um,
huge. That'd be great actually. 3 points in it and playing each other. Like,
Yeah, yeah. So it adds a bit of jeopardy kind of to the game, which is really good. But yeah, I
yeah,
suppose guys, there we have it. That's our Game Week 24 preview and predictions. Look, as I said, we're 2 games short this week, but still lots of interesting things to talk about and look at. So yeah, sure. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about all that we discussed, and yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Also, let's try to get it to 30 likes this week, guys. So yeah, Ross, thanks very much.
lovely stuff, Duke. Thanks, many guys.